Hello, Rich from Old Guard Designs here, and today we're going to go through our modular stable and barn. This is our basic barn module. As you can see, there's a hay texture on the ground, a brick walkway running through the middle. There's a beam that goes across, and you'll see the purpose of that in a few minutes. You can combine two of these, one across the other, if you want to make a barn. Or here's our stable module. The stable module is divided up into 3 stalls for individual horses to occupy. Like the barn module, there's a hay texture here. These are divided in half. If you combine 2 halves, you get the full width of the barn, and it lets you combine as many mix and match modules as you wish. We've decided for the stable module to have the walls between the stables print out separately, so you can paint everything up, and then when you add in the stable walls, you'll have nice clean seams between pieces. The stable walls are fairly simple. There's the column. It's the same column used in the barn module. There's a pin on the floor, a pin on the top, and there's a groove in the wall here. And the way these go in is just slot that in, and just a little pressure, snap that into the pin on the bottom. Once I had everything painted, I would probably add a drop of glue, maybe on the bottom and maybe in the wall here. So we're going to put in the walls between the stalls. And there we go. You can see there's 3 stalls. There's a beam that goes across these. It can go either way. It doesn't matter. And you just guide those pins on top into the notches for the beam, and you're all set. There's our stable module assembled, and again, once I was done painting, I'd put a little drop of glue and glue this beam in place. Those just connect with a couple of open lock clips. Like our other projects, we've used these open lock clips. You only need about 10 of these for the basic stable or barn, but as you expand, of course, you'll need more. This is printed out for 25mm figures. I have a few horse figures here. Of course, these are not included. Come from a few different manufacturers. Like so. Or if you use have a bigger figure, you can go in like that. On top of the ground floor is a hay loft level. Here's 2 pieces of the loft. These are, it doesn't matter which one goes where, they're completely interchangeable, and they just go onto those pegs and rest on the top beam. And we tried to give some good detail to the framing that would be exposed. It would make it fairly easy to paint. So there's the barn with the lofting. One roof goes over 2 sections, and their pins line up with the pegs, just like that. So that would be your basic section for your barn or stable. You can print out, make it as long as you want. You have 2 choices of ends. The front end, here's the floor piece, has a round door that echoes our Gothic smithy. Of course, the door is operable. There's a Gothic window, and there's a Gothic door on this side. The upper piece combines the loft and the roof into one piece. The front piece has a pair of barn doors up here, and again, these are operable. In this case, because of the roof here doesn't come off, you would feed the pins in through the bottom. Just line up the pins and put that on. The second end has no door on the long face, and it has the Gothic door on the side, fully operable, and a window on the side. If you look inside this piece, you'll see that this stone lower level has some slots in it, and that's to add these saddle horses. I've printed these with a little handle to hold on for painting since they're so small. After you finish painting, just snip them off right there and touch up the end, and then those would just get glued right into those slots there, and you have your tack area for your stable. The upper level on the back end, it has no barn doors, but is otherwise the same as the front end. One of the ideas with this modularity is that you can mix and match the top and bottom pieces if you like. They fit together however you want to configure it. If you wanted to have a door on the side but no opening for the hayloft, you can do that. Or if you want to have doors into the hayloft without a door below, you can do that as well. In addition to the doors to open up for the hayloft, there is a support for a block and tackle. Just slides in there. And it stays pretty good, but I would also glue that in. And then that is ready for loading hay up into the hayloft. To put it all together, if you look at the ends, there's two clips that go in the floor, one in each wall. Now there's two slots in each wall. You don't need to use both. It stays pretty well. This is for when, if you want to add the T module, so you can clip on the T module to the side. It makes more sense when you see the piece printed out. So this ground floor piece just snaps together like that. So there's our front. Here's our side piece, our back piece. And that's the basic first floor of the stable or barn. As you can see, everything is textured inside. Add on the end pieces, and they just drop into those pins and connect. Like so. And then when you're not using it for play, and the roof just drops into these pins here. And there you have the assembled barn and stable, the basic configuration, ready for whatever kind of adventure or actions going along in your campaign. Thank you.